Hi viewers, today we are going to see one example on Bode plot and how to plot it on the semi-log graph. So I took one example, g of s is equals to 75 into 1 plus 0.2s by s into s square plus 16s plus 100. So if the denominator is a second order equation, so already we seen in the previous video how to calculate the omega n as well as zeta. So this equation s square plus 16s plus 100 is equal into s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Compare this equation with this equation. We are going to get omega n is equals to 10 as well as 2 zeta omega n is equals to 16. So zeta is equals to 16 by 2 omega n. 16 by omega n is 10. So it becomes 20. 16 by 20 is 0.8. So keep this calculations apart. Next calculations is take the same equation. Take the common 100. Why? Because denominator, it should be in the form of 1 plus s form. That is the Bode form, plot form. Okay. So I took 100 common. So I am going to get 1 plus s square by 100 plus 16 by 100 into s. So I calculated. 100 goes up. It becomes 0.75. So s into 1 plus 0.01 s square plus 0.16 s. So now we put s is equals to j omega. G of j omega is equals to this equation. In place of s, j omega, denominator j omega into 1 plus 0.01 into j omega square. So all these calculations we seen in the previous video. Here j square means minus 1. So it become minus. So here why again I wrote means this is a real part and this is a imaginary part. So now we should draw the magnitude plot table. Magnitude plot, tabular column. Okay. Term, corner frequency, slope dB per decade and change in slope dB per decade. So first what the term you should write? If we have only the constant, that we should write. But here we have the pole at the origin. So this total term we should write as the first term. 0.75 by j omega. No corner frequency as it is a pole. So you should mention it as minus 20 dB per decade. Here already we mentioned dB per decade. Next, either to take this or this means this is a second order frequency. So it is a high. So anyway you take this. This is 1 plus j 0.2 omega. So omega c1 is equals to 1 by 0.2 is equals to 5. So as it is a 0, you should take it as plus 20. So minus 20 plus 20 is equals to 0. Again this is a second order equation. Omega c2 what you should take is whatever is the omega n value, you consider that as the omega c2, it is already 10. So you should mention it 10 and second order. So always write it as minus 40. So 0 minus 40. Actually 0 plus of minus 40 you should add. So 0 minus 40 is minus 40 dB. So this is the tabular column. So now how to calculate the gain? So initially you should assume one lower frequency and one high frequency. One omega L 0.5 I am taking and omega H 20 radians per second I am taking. So how to calculate the gain? As usual, take at omega is equals to omega L and omega is equals to omega C1. Write the same equation, 20 log 0.75 by j omega, 20 log 0.5 by j omega. But here in place of this you substitute omega L as 0.5 and in place of this j omega you substitute omega C1 how much? 5. You substitute 5. Okay. So here 20 log 0.75 by 0.5 in the calculator if you done you are going to get 3.5 and it is in dB. And here also 20 log 0.75 by 5 in the calculator if you do you are going to get minus 16.5 dB. And again after omega C1 omega C2. So from here observe here you don't have any change in the slope. But from here to here you have a change in slope value. So that's why from here the formula changes. So at omega is equals to omega C2, A is equals to slope from omega C1 to omega C2. Slope from omega C1 to omega C2 into log omega C2 by omega C1, omega C2 by omega C1 plus gain at omega is equals to omega C1. So slope from omega C1 to omega C2 is how much? 0. This value you should write. So 0 into log, what is omega C2? 10. 10 divided by omega C1 is 5. Plus gain at omega C1. See at omega C1 what is gain value? minus 16.5 dB. So plus of minus 16.5 dB. 0 into 0. So you are going to remain with minus 16.5 dB. And again at omega is equals to omega h. Same. This to omega h. So what is the change? Same formula. Slope from omega c2 to omega h into log omega h by omega c2 plus gain at omega is equals to omega c2. So what is the change in slope from this to that? We should take it as minus 40. So minus 40 into log, what is omega h we considered? 20 divided by omega c2 is 10 plus gain at omega is equals to omega c2. This is gain. Gain at omega is equals to omega. How much? Minus 16.5. So after this calculation and subtracting that, we are going to get minus 28.5 dB. Gain at omega is equals to omega h. So I concluded from the above, I gave the conclusions here. See, at omega is equals to omega L, it is 3.5 dB. I wrote the same, but what is omega L we considered? 0.5. So at 0.5, we should have 3.5 dB. At omega is equals to omega C1. What is omega C1 value? 5. So I wrote 5. What we got at omega is equals to omega C1 gain? Minus 16.5 dB. This 5 itself is substituted here. Okay. At 5, omega is equals to omega C1 5. We got minus 16.5 dB. At omega is equals to omega C2. What is omega C2? 10. So omega C2 is 10. At omega C2, what is gain? Minus 16.5 dB. At omega is equals to omega h. What omega h we considered? 20. So at 20, what is gain we got? Omega h, we got the gain as minus 28.5 dB. Now we should plot this on a semi-log graph. Bode plots on semi-log graph sheet. Okay. And next, what is the phase angle? Phase plot. So how to get the phase angle for this? See, the phase angle is written as, from this formula itself, we are going to write the phase angle. Phi is equals to angle g of j omega is equals to, we know this is a 0. Okay. So mention it as tan inverse. Actually you should write as tan inverse imaginary part 0.2 omega by real part 1. Okay. So that's why directly I am writing tan inverse 0.2 omega minus, here it is a pole. So that's why I wrote minus 90 degrees. Minus, for this total this equation, tan inverse, okay, it is denominator, so numerator means it becomes minus. Minus tan inverse, imaginary part is 0.16 omega divided by real part is 1 minus 0.01 omega square. This you should consider when omega is less than omega n. What is omega n? 10. So that I mentioned here. This point you can understand when I am calculating this tabular column. So again I am writing it as tan inverse plus 180 degrees plus omega greater than omega n. So what is this and this? Let us see here. See, omega values you should consider here. So how to take this omega values means, see here already 0.5 is omega L, we have the value. And omega C1 is 5, it is there. Omega n 10 it is there. And omega h we consider 20 is there. So you have to assume some 2 more values in between to get a nice graph. That's all. Okay. See this omega value 0.5. Omega is how much? 0.5. Omega n is how much from the tabular column? We wrote 10. So 0.5 is less than 10. So at this situation you have to use this formula. Okay. This also 1 is less than 10. So use this formula. Coming to here. See 20. 20 is, see I wrote here less than or equals to omega n. At this point 10. 10 is equals to 10. So use this formula only. But here see 20. 20. Omega is 20. So greater than 10. So up from here you use this formula to calculate the angle phi. Okay. Means substitute omega is equals to 0.5 in this equation. In place of omega you substitute 0.5. In place of at 1 you substitute in place of omega 1. Okay. Whatever the required formula. At 10 you substitute in place of omega 10 and do in the calculator, you are going to get this value. Okay. So now let us see how to plot this phase angle and this magnitude in the graph.